Don't burn yourself out. Now's the best time to take a break. Play the old Final Fantasy games. Take your favorite waifu on a date. Don't worry, McDonald's doesn't have an anti-body pillow policy. How's it going, Warriors? I'm Iflaf, who absolutely refuses to put a JoJo reference into one of these videos. What the fuck? Today I figured most of you are like me right now, queuing up for the release of Dawntrail to make the transition as painless as executing your little brother because he ate the last lion bar. And hey, I'm good at maths, and I figured I got a pretty good list of do's and don'ts, and you guys have an almost feral need to hear this Lalafell speak like he's beating Sonic in a rap battle. Let's put the two and two together as I feed you a 10-minute video in less than 5. Here's my do's and don'ts before Dawntrail. Jesus, there was more D in that sentence than a Kardashian DM. Do check your system requirements. Dawntrail's minimums and recommended are receiving a never so gentle bump, and if you're the kind of player using a potato on life support, just let it die, friend. It's lived a good life. And
no king rules forever, my son.
Don't panic if your benchmark score isn't beating the average population of a small seaside town. Remember, benchmarks are designed to push your system to the limit. However, the amount of times your system will actually be pushed to its limit in live content wouldn't be enough to power the toaster you're taking a bath with when you realize the servers on launch day are about as stable as mid-2000s Britney Spears. Do finish up the current content. The fuck are you doing, Jerry? Sure, every story immediately following the climax of Endwalker will be tainted by post-nut character, but it's good for what it is. It sets up some pretty important plot points and concepts in my opinion, and the last thing you want to be doing on launch day is playing catch-up in forever queues. No excuses.
Do it! Do it!
Don't bother upgrading your credendum gear now unless you're still progging. Seriously though, for those in pre-expansion limbo, hunts at this point are basically irrelevant, as all your augmented gear will be added to the Wonders vendor upon the Dawntrail launch, purchasable with Poetics. Leave the hunt train and file mold references alone a little now and vibe whilst you can. Do find your Final Fantasy Forever home if you haven't already. Now is the time to look for it, especially if you're seeking a static placement for a planned Viper or Pick domain. Those kind of placements will be more saturated than Reddit reaction content on YouTube, and Party Finder won't be the savior you think it is if you haven't found one by the time everyone starts clearing content. Finding groups is the new jobs each expansion has always been tricky business till the hype dies down, and unless you have some random fetish for being the last person picked on sports day, I recommend you do everything to avoid this. Don't! Fantasia! No, seriously, you're about to get a free one for the new graphics update. I don't care if you're a glamour queen or a cosmetics king, you can wait a couple of weeks before switching between VR and Makote again, you basic bitch. And since that technically counts as financial advice, why not invest in me by hitting that subscribe button? It's completely free. And hey, for the price of the Fantasia I've just saved you, you can even join the channel, affirming this Lalafell's journey to the tippy top, with plenty of exclusive privileges along the way. Do have at least 2 jobs at 90 ready to go unless you're planning on playing any of them new jobs. Why 2, you ask? Well, typically MSQ experience is usually enough to take 2 jobs all the way to the big 100, and wasted XP is a crime punishable by death. I mean, it's not, but seriously, I'm not casual enough to not cringe when I see capped characters wasting MSQ experience. It's literally the most generous kind, people. If you want a double tasty take, make sure one of these is tank or healer for quick queue privileges when you hit the dungeon and trial walls. Don't burn yourself out. Now's the best time to take a break. Play the old Final Fantasy games. Take your favorite waifu on a date. Don't worry, McDonald's doesn't have an anti-body pillow policy. Or even prep for the Elden Ring DLC. The best part of this game at this time is the fact that you can take a break without coming back to a mountain of requirement debt like Warcraft seems to be okay with. Expand your horizons and come back with your patience renewed and ready to resist throwing yourself from the 14th story when the FF14 spaghetti code fucks you on launch day. And the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. Do cap your currencies. Poetics will net you an augmented gear set. Nuts will likely, though not confirmed, continue as the universal hunt currency, netting you a decentish gear set at 100. Bi-colored gemstones from Fates are often slept on like the Walking Dead spin-offs, yet what many people don't realise is that you can buy zone riding mats with them at rank 1 for only 75 stones, meaning a slight speed advantage in the inevitable ether current hunt. If you like to optimize, then this is a must. After all, poor planning makes for piss poor preparation. Don't play Black Mage ever for any reason. Look, this isn't propaganda, but I heard 100% of the people who play Black Mage in Final Fantasy XIV die in their real life at some point. That's a very true, very scary statistic to have to live with. What do you think? Did I miss out on any do's and don'ts? Let everyone know in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button to fuel the vision, or the join button to tell me I'm a good boy. And click this, because, and this is between you and me, and totally not also propaganda, 100% of the people who don't click this will also die at some point in their life.